Hi, I'm Bunny Cakes and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a book review today. The book is Wicked, Witch and Curse by Nancy Holder and Debbie Vigay. Was actually originally written as two books. It's a YA horror book. Let me start by saying this will be a spoiler-free review. I hate reviews that give away the details. I only want to know if the book is good when I watch videos. And this book, it's not bad. It had a lot of editing errors, and I think that's what bugged me the most. The story was good. I liked the characters, even the characters you weren't supposed to like. Um, but yeah, the biggest issue with it was that the editing was kind of terrible, especially given that this comes from Simon and Schuster, which is a bigger publisher, and this isn't the first book that either of the authors has written. So I expected a little bit more, and I will forgive like one or two typos here and there, but there were times where the main characters' names were typoed, or they got mixed up about which character was in the section of the book that you were reading. The book jumps around from character perspective to character perspective, and some of the characters get split up, and you end up you read a little bit about what's happening to these three characters, and then that chapter will stop, and you will pick up in the next chapter where you're reading about another set of characters in the same time period as the first three. And there were a couple of times where all of the sections that do that have the names of the characters that you're going to be focusing on and the time period that it happens and where they're at. And there were just several times where the names of the characters were wrong. And I feel like that is something that should have been caught in editing. I still would recommend the book. It is a fun read, and it's a quick read despite being a ginormous book. Another thing that kind of struck me as weird is that the page numbering, like I said, it's two books, and the page numbers start counting back over when you switch into the second book. And that's just something I've never seen before, and it freaked me out a little bit because, I was this far into the book, and this is page 7. And it was just one of those things that it threw me for a little bit of a loop. I stayed up all night reading one night, and I was tired, and I looked down to see what page I was on to update my Goodreads, and it it was weird for a second. I had to recalculate what page I was on. But still, like I said, it is a good book, and I do recommend it, especially for younger readers. It seems like a giant read, but it's really not, especially when you consider that it's actually two books. I can't really think of anything else that I can add that wouldn't be a spoiler. There's some romance, there's some scary things in it. It kind of hits a little bit of everything that you want out of a young adult book, but it's not necessarily as grown up as The Hunger Games. That's all I really have to say about it. So if you would like to continue seeing book reviews from me or other booktube related content, please subscribe and follow me on my social media. It will be linked in the box down below. And thank you for joining me. Goodbye.